Okay, so you've been writing down your dreams, right? Like, since you started talking about them, you've been writing any new ones down?
I mean, yeah, I've been doing my best not to forget, but I have been trying to keep as consistent a log as possible.
Okay, that's good because, like, as much as I don't personally think it's going to mean anything, I mean, better to have a record of it than to be caught, like, completely with our asses out.
That's a, I mean, yeah, I don't know, I feel like they mean something. I'm just really not sure what. Anyway, I have been keeping kind of a little bit of a dream journal, and they've gotten stranger, which I mean, they've never been particularly normal, so that's definitely not the most far-fetched thing to happen by far, but I don't know. They're becoming more and more relevant to stuff that's happened recently, and I don't have a great feeling about that.
Like, well, what sort of what ones have you written down recently? Like, maybe going through them will help
Okay,
figure things out.
let me flip to the most recent three entries, or I guess I'll hold on. Okay, I have three that I think are significant,
Hmm.
but who knows? First one, I really don't know. It's like I'm at a party or a gathering, maybe a family gathering, but I don't really know if I know anyone there. And I, oh God, my eyes are translucent and it's like they're filled with, uh, for lack of a better word, I guess they would be worms. Like
Oh,
worms, and you can see them because the eye is completely see through. Um, And while I don't know if that necessarily had any bearing on the rest of the dream, considering I don't particularly remember it, I do remember, despite the fact I wasn't sure if I knew anyone else at that party, there was someone who came up to me, and I just had the keen sensation that I knew them somehow, or that we were connected, or maybe even related, but it kind of seemed like someone I'd never met before. Like, I don't know, maybe someone on my mom's side of the family who died before I was born. Um, and further elaborating upon this stupid eyeball symbolism, they hand me something and I look and it's a glass eye. And then I wake up and feel terribly confused about everything that has just transpired.
huh.
And I mean, that's about the weirdest. I mean,
Are
the
you,
next one, it's like I'm in a third person perspective and I'm somehow able to see you, but not a dream version of you where I can distinctly recall that it's my brain inventing a version of you. It's like it's you as you are, or maybe as you were at the time. I don't really know, but you're sitting there and you're in your room, and your room is precisely how I recall it looking the last time I saw it, and you're sitting there and you're really upset about something, but I don't know what it is, and I can't engage with you in any way because it's like there's an invisible barrier between myself and the rest of the dream, and I kind of just have to sit there. And that one, I don't know, felt more like I was seeing something that I wasn't supposed to than it did a dream because, you know, normally my dreams, there's something just a little bit off about them that suggests that what's happening isn't real.
mm-hmm.
But everything I saw there felt real. And I know feeling isn't fact, but it felt really uncannily realistic. And I don't know what that is about. I don't know what that means.
That's weird. Hmm. And, like, was there
And
anything to indicate like what I was upset about, or?
I don't know, you're sitting at your desk with your head in your hands, and I can't really tell what's going on. The room is dark, and the only light I can remember is coming off of your computer, but
Hmm.
that really is all that there was to it. It was just like I was being afforded a glimpse into your life in the dream,
Huh.
but I don't know, it had to be I mean it's a dream,
Hmm.
it can really only reveal so much to me because, well, frankly, I'm not there and it's not real, but it felt real.
Mm.
So, and there's a third one,
Mm.
and I mean, I guess it connects with the theme of me dreaming about you two. Well, you and Morgan. Um, and I mean, once again, not terribly fantastical. I don't really know. I dreamt of Morgan drowning, and all of it seemed terrifying. I mean, it was completely harrowing. It was the kind of experience you'd expect if that really did happen. And once again, it's like I'm an interloper. I'm observing something that maybe I, or in this case, something that's indicative of something else. And in this case, it's just like I have to stand there and watch as it happens. And I mean, it definitely doesn't inspire confidence considering how little I've heard from him recently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I.
And I don't know. There's more like that. I mean, I won't lie and say that my dreams have been business as usual and super pleasant outside of a couple of exceptions because they haven't. There's something seriously going on and I don't know what it is, but I keep having just, I guess, what are basically nightmares, except they're not unreal in the way that a nightmare traditionally is. There's something about them that feels significant or more terrifying than what's usually so absurd about a dream or a nightmare. It's like very real terror. And I don't know. They're hard and obviously they don't make me feel very good. And I
Um,
kind of wake up in the same state of shock every single time and it's like I talked about last time we discussed my dreams.
mm-hmm.
I can't tell if it's the first time I've had it or the 30th time and for how many years I've been having it, I'm not really sure, but they've I don't know. They've gotten a little more sinister,
Mm-hmm.
I guess, in response to everything that's happened.
Even all of this, it doesn't exactly inspire confidence. I mean, even if it isn't stuff that is actually like relevant to our real lives, like it's all spooky as shit, so it's not exactly pleasant to hear about. I imagine it's even less pleasant to dream about. But your dreams, they were so Morgan drowning, which is scary, like especially like you said when we haven't heard from him. Me in my room, which is just weird and kind of esoteric. And then a dream where you got handed a glass eye by somebody you felt like you knew. You remember that symbol we talked about um, a while ago? The one where it was like, if you use this, you will have visions. Did you use that?
Um, I mean, I didn't. I wouldn't have had any reason to.
All right. I don't know. Maybe it's just weird stuff. I don't know. I still I don't know. It's weird. I think we have to, or I have to more accurately, accept that this is something we will have to worry about now in some way.
I guess so. And I don't know. When I first had the dreams, I kind of brushed them off. They didn't feel like they were important, and I am more than accustomed to having absurd dreams, which feel like they mean something but ultimately mean nothing. I mean, that's kind of a core human experience. Your dreams can either mean a lot or mean nothing at all. But I really only began to understand that the dreams were relevant after everything that's happened. I mean, when they happened, the dreams, I mean, I kind of just thought, oh, well, it's just a product of my subconscious. There's nothing deeper to it. But with everything that's happened recently, it's like I don't know, everything's falling into place. And I can't help but feel like all the dreams I'm having maybe are more relevant than I'd given them credit for. But I don't know.
I mean, maybe it's just like the man causing it, like just weird dreams you're having because of it. Like I know I've had more nightmares since it started affecting me.
Well, that brings me to my next point, which is, as much as I regret to say it, I've been seeing that thing as well.
Mm.
And it wasn't before, but something happened, something changed. I don't know what, and I I don't know. It's definitely not making things easier for me.
No, and
I know you understand and sympathize considering you're in the same boat, but I thought maybe I was safe from it.
I thought so too, and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Uh, wait, um, someone just knocked on my door. I'm not.
Like your your front door?
No, my the door to the room I'm in.
Okay, well, I mean, you're by yourself, right?
I am supposed to be by myself. I was by myself when I checked my house last night. When I checked it this morning, I was still by myself. There should be no one else here. No one else has a key to my house.
Okay, well, you can see why it'd be a really bad idea to go and check the door.
Uh, Probably, but I'm, I need to check it. I need to see what it is.
Swear to God, you're gonna regret.
Uh,
You know what? I'm not gonna be able to stop you, but just
Listen, worst case scenario, I get robbed, which, I mean, I feel like I'm already kind of at the rock bottom and things can't get much worse, so that would just be another Tuesday.
that's one way of thinking about it. I still don't think you should answer the door. I know for a fact you just went and answered the door.
Okay, so no one is out there. Um,
Okay, well, that would
I
be customary, being that you live alone.
I checked the front door and it was still locked from the inside. I checked the back door, that was still locked. None of my windows are open. There's nothing out there. But I did find something.
Okay.
There was a note on the ground. It's. I don't really know what it is. Um, I think it's supposed to be a message, but it is written in code. It's
Okay.
numbers. Just more, I guess, more shit to deal with this. More weird,
I,
creepy bullshit.
I'm praying to God that this isn't one of those weird carbon monoxide cases where you're writing notes to yourself and forgetting about them, but an encoded note is a pretty compelling finding, especially considering everything else that's taken place. I don't know.
Jesus,
Do
if
you have any kind of, I don't know, key? Like one of
uh,
those many, many books that you've picked up?
I will have to check and compare things and see what I can figure out. But currently, no. Um, but it shouldn't be too hard because it is just numbers. It isn't something crazy.
Okay, well, considering you just received a handwritten note delivered to your bedroom door in a house that you live alone inside of with no one else having access to your house, I think me having super weird, potentially prophetic dreams of the future is really not out of the question.
Yeah. I think at this point I am. I think at this point I'm willing to accept that your dreams are precognition of some kind, which is both incredible because holy bananas, like what the hell, and also incredibly scary because holy bananas, what the hell.
Tell me about it.
Um, and that makes the dream about Morgan even scarier.
Yeah.
Have you heard anything from Morgan recently? Anything at all? Even like a fuck off, leave me alone?
Oh, yeah, no, I've been trying to talk to him, and like I've said before, it's pretty difficult to change his mind once he's set upon something, but I've really been trying to encourage him to reach out to me, and I've put the offer out that if you want to get together and talk about this, we don't have to do it at my house or at yours. We can just meet somewhere else that isn't involved in any of this and talk, but he either refuses to let me in or just outright ignores me.
Hmm.
And while those are definitely pretty in character, I can say that it's a lot more worrying in this situation than it is in any other.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I texted him a while ago, but I think he's been reading my messages and ignoring them.
Well, you just have to hope that he's okay, that the drowning is like super metaphorical. I know he's been struggling, so I mean, best case scenario, drowning is a metaphor for just struggling, and we don't need to be too worried. Like, I still want him to come back, of course. I'm sure you do too.
I really want him to come back. That's what I've been trying to tell him this entire time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of hard to make him believe something that he's pretty much already against.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope the drowning is more allegorical than literal because last I checked, I really don't know if Morgan knows how to swim.
I'm sure he'll come around. We just have to wait.
And wait, we shall.
Come here, come here. I'm here to help you. What? You need to get in the car.